Denver, Colorado. The show brings you a match.
Voy a silenciar el micrófono, Julio, y yo. Para que no se, que voy a silenciar el micrófono para que no se vayan del en vivo.
Está bien, igual yo.
Ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And the starter for Toronto, number 12. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go now, Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. And we're off and running in a brand new season. Next offering is foul back. The 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. The throw to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Lindor measures 5 feet 10 inches, 32 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. The 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Out number 2. Fernando Tatis Jr. at the plate now, singing his first ever opening day. It was with the Padres back in 2019.
Yeah, and San Diego didn't waste time with Tatis, Boog. The Padres made him the youngest player to start opening day in 20 years. He's part of a special wave of talent in Major League Baseball, no doubt about that.
And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Back here at Coors Field. And getting the start for Baltimore, Eduardo Rodriguez. What should we keep an eye on here? Here's the shortstop at the plate.
That's the ball.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. The 1-2. Ouch, that one drilled him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out.
Batting second, center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, on the ground. What a stop. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Yoan Moncada. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first. One out in the second. Foul ball there. Bounce to third. Ramirez handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the veteran first baseman. Swing and a ground ball. Albies over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. Swings through that one for strike one. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Out towards right center field. And there's 2 away. Here's the rookie right fielder. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. That is the inning. Back here in Denver and into the box for Baltimore, Ketel Marte. First pitch swinging. Swing and a high fly ball in the air, left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The 0-1. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. One out man at first. And here's the catcher. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Runner on the move. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one carrying. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Center fielder, Crow Armstrong.
On the ground to the left. That's it out. Here's Francisco Lindor. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Swings through that.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. That one blasted deep to right. And that's going to bang against the wall. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Moncada up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
And the strategy of winning a ball game when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself.
On a line, and that's a base hit. Here comes Tatis around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the Toronto catcher, Will Smith. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard. Lindor. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. He's 0 for 1. Man on second, 2 down. In the air, right side. And that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, number 34. This one in the air, center field. Merrill gets under it. And there's one down. There's a high chopper. Albies throws to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And here is Justin Crawford. Reached on an infield single his first time. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And that is that. Back here at Coors Field. And now for the Jays, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Inside.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Glove flip for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the Orioles catcher, number 33. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Here's a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Another 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Toss to Alonso. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Swings through that one for strike one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
And the first two set down in the top of the fifth. 2 outs, base is empty. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And that's fouled off. This one in the air. And that'll do it. Back here in Denver, and now for the Jays, Jose Ramirez. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Fouled off left side.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Hit in the air, left field. Crawford has a beat on it. And there's one away. First pitch swinging.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Oh, great stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, base is empty. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Smith.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Waste no time there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Lindor. That's out number 3. Top of the 6th inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Fernando Tatis Jr. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. A dive, nice stop, fires to first, and it beats him. What a play. That one drilled left field. Way back there. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. An absolute smash to left. One down. Here's Acuna now. And first offering is fouled off. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And a big swing and a miss. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Orioles.
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Ketel Marte.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swings through that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Inside and it hit him. And now the bases are loaded.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Justin Crawford.
In the air to left center. Base hit. 1 run in already. Throw into third. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. The relay. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He crushes that one to center field. And they've got their first run. It's 8-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. Here's Judge now.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
2 down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. We go to the top of the 7th. And into the box for Baltimore, Francisco Lindor. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. 1 down. Here is Yohan Moncada. Hard liner. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. The new pitcher in the game, Robert Suarez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at second. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. And here's the first baseman. That one fouled off. And ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stays alive. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder
Justin Crawford, the next to hit. That one the other way. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Inside. And the count is 1-2. Albies tosses to first, and that'll do it. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso.
Now pitching for Baltimore, number 59, Joan.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Crawford takes it in for the out. One away. A little out front there as he swings through it. Duran in his 5th season, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Got him. 2 out. 2 out, space is empty. And now the right fielder, he's got some power, no doubt. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's outside. Ball 1. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Play made, that ends the inning. Rodriguez with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
An 11-1 final as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I said the windows tinted, it ain't rented, I'm winning. Baby was with it in mid-sentence, I feel it. Hustling, no bad, I did it. It's just the beginning, I ain't even close to finish. I got money on the other line, I got to get the call. If you ain't gonna make me better, I don't even get involved. Couple on the close, that's involved. Getting Douglas with my dogs till it's through the walls. I done drove everything, Fiscus to Nissans, don't do arguing.